Thank you, Maya. Don't go anywhere because what we want to do is a recap. And just to close out the day, we're just going to share about like what our day was like and what did you notice any commonalities. I noticed a lot of commonalities today when you guys are sharing and when you're talking, but not only how you guys teach, but what did you learn from the guests? What did you find that was reoccurring? What kept coming up? What seems to be what's holding them back? Where are they stuck? Where do they need support? Or at the same time, like, what do you feel we can do to help them get out of their way? So we're going to kind of go through a little bit, you know, we'll go at the end of what they can do to get out of their way. But right now, let's talk about like, what did we observe? What was our like first witness? Like, did you find that people were excited? Were they apprehensive? Were they in a lot of confusion? Was there pain? What was the common factor that you all noticed today? Maya, do you want to start? You want to start, Maya?
Start. Well, let's see. Those that I connected with today, I noticed that there is a common experience of really wanting to be the expression that they know they are, but for some reason have not been able to do that. So I've experienced a few folks who are just ready to really jump in, which is amazing, which tells me just how far we as a collective are. Really, it's you know, how our essences, our beings are being pushed to jump and to find our wings and to lean into the support of others who are able to help us to get there. And I think that's incredible. It's a really beautiful day, very beautiful day.
So people are ready to be in action mode.
Yep.
Okay.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. All they need is someone to lead them, hold their hand a little bit and show them how they don't have to jump off the cliff, but they could start heading that way to climb that mountain.
Yep. They've got all the power within.
Beautiful. All right, and we'll talk about how a little bit later of what you suggested they can do to help them jump into action. Okay, Bhavna, what have you noticed today? What did you find any common factors or commonalities?
I think people were ready. Same thing as Maya. I think I enjoyed today a lot because this was my second time, so I knew what to do. So I was more comfortable. So I felt it was because it was more comfortable for me, I was able to easily jump in and immediately start and help people. And everybody was so open to allowing the shift to happen. So that makes me want to do more for them. I mean, I just love the part that when they come here, they're already ready to shift and not resist. So I love that. So this was nice. Like today was like nice. I didn't feel any resistances when I was trying to, help them shift. So it was really good.
Beautiful. Great, thank you. And Kiana, what did you notice?
I noticed that everyone was super enthusiastic to be here and had no trouble being vulnerable with maybe what was going on in their life. Someone expressed like, wow, I've never heard anyone talk about like poop the way they eat. Do you, Kiana? And I was like, you know what? So that's a legitimate issue for a lot of people, and we have to be able to speak our truth to seek healing for it. So it was really nice to hear people in their vulnerability and their shares.
Beautiful. Eugene.
Hello, everybody. Well, some of the commonalities, Sheri, as you know, I try to keep track of different things. Heart was a big one today.
I know.
I would say more than 3 or 4 people actually mentioned and talked about the heart. What a time in 2022 to do so. The other thing we talked about was speech. whether it's speaking to manifest your truth, speaking to help others, speaking your truth. It was another commonality today. And the third one is creativity. I heard that from at least 4 people. I think 2022 is going to be an awesome year. I hope you're all prepared for it. Thank you, Sheri.
You notice creativity, heart, and speaking the truth is coming out of the guests or coming out of the speakers?
All of the above.
Both.
All of the above.
Yeah, I noticed there's quite a few ceremonies today where hand here, hand here. I said, here we go again. This is like the 3rd or 4th one. It was like, wow, we're a bunch of heart chakra healers here. You guys know that? We're a bunch of heart chakra healers. What I'm hearing.
I feel like it was like the month for that. That's kind of what I felt like when I planned my self-love thing.
Well, it is true. People had to tap into their heart this month and question it, didn't we?
Also, one other, if I may add one more, there seemed to be an exceptional gathering of the presenters. I don't what are we calling ourselves, but there was an exceptional gathering and sharing with each other, exchanging of information. I didn't witness that as much in the other ones that I've been a part of. This time it seemed to be another thing that kind of stood out a little bit.
Connection between all the speakers involved, because we're all getting to know each other on a personal level daily in the Facebook feed. So when you guys get together, it's like best friends, you know, because we all talk to each other on a daily basis. So it's like, it's good to really connect and put a face with our stories on a regular basis. So yes. So, okay. Connection to the speakers. Annette, you're up next. What commonality did you find? You had a fun day today.
Oh, I had a great day. So I took some notes so I could share. People really love holistic healing. They're looking for these solutions beyond doctors. They're looking for second opinions. So I just kind of wrote things down as they came up through the day. A lot of fear and uncertainty and not wanting to make decisions. The words taken for granted and abandonment came up a lot in humans and also in pet sessions I did. So I worked on several dogs and several cats today, and that was really good to get more kitty time today. A lot of people stuck in pain and not in they're used to it, so they downplay what their pain level is. I test people on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your pain now? And at the end of the session, one lady had knee pain. She said it was an 8, a high 8 out of 10 being the highest. We got it to 0 just in this lightning round, releasing of trapped emotions for only a few minutes. So it was fast. I didn't even just know her story or why she was in pain. And she was like, oh my God, it's a 0. I even had her walk around to make sure that's really what it was. And she said 0. So I was really blessed to see that happen. It happened in minutes. People love their pets, and it's not uncommon for a woman, because I only did women, and their pets to have the same or similar trapped emotions. There was a commonality of indecision, abandonment, fear, taken for granted in the pet and in some of the women that I released trapped emotions from. So we released it from both sides. Lots of issues of different forms of grief in different layers. And in the beginning, you know, nobody knows who I am. This is my first time as a speaker. So it took a little bit for me to nudge some people to talk and just say, in one sentence, what kind of challenge are you having? Would love to give me an opportunity to help you with that. So once, you know, I use my cue cards that would be silly and weird, so people open up and share just a little bit, so we can get a little bit of transformation in the sessions. So let's see. A lot of people don't know where to start. Like, there's so many holistic healers out there. I don't know which one to go to because everybody's got all these special gifts. So it's like trying to choose one. And I'm like, why do you got to choose one? Choose a whole bunch. Because I partner with other holistic healers and chiropractors and other doctors. We're a team. A lot of times it takes a village to help heal somebody. So just play around with different people and let everybody help you with their specific gift that they have. And so that's really cool. Let's see, the last thing is some people didn't want their session to end because once we got going and they saw what I do and how it was working and it felt good. One cat even fell asleep on its mommy's lap because it was so relaxed. And so she didn't want to bother the cat. And we released 10 trapped emotions in that cat because it was sleeping in the session. So that's how I ended my day, just seeing this cat go from kind of unsettled to peaceful. So I love it when I put people and pets to sleep because I know their healing is starting to work. So of all the sessions that I had today, we released 87 trapped emotions between dogs, cats, and humans. So I'm real excited that we got to do some stuff today.
Very thorough.
I took notes.
Oh, you did this for a living though, didn't you? Weren't you like a stenographer or something?
Oh, I used to be a personal assistant to an executive who was former military. So he was like keeping me in line.
Girl, you've come a long way. I remember.
For 8 years, I worked with this guy. So he said, I'm going to toughen you up, Annette. Make
You're
a man
good.
out of you.
You are thorough. Good notes. Got to remember
Thank you.
that. Good job all around. Even everything was great.
Thank
Okay,
you.
looks like Lynn's taking a step away. Lynn, did you want to say anything? We'll come back to you.
Nope, I'm okay.
Okay, you're up next.
Um,
What's your recap?
I'm getting more, whoa, I lost my voice. I'm getting more comfortable with the process. And I just had a really good time. And I was sort of experimenting with how to work with people best, to try to individually work with them or try to work with one person so that the whole group would understand more. I just find it's just such a pleasure to be able to be with everyone and to feel the openness and the interest and to be speaking the same language, because I have spent so many years using my gifts, but really hiding who I was. And more and more and more, this is coming, I'm coming to the surface, and it's just wonderful to be here. I mean, everybody is so interested and so looking and finding and, investigating. It's a highly creative group and it's a highly creative atmosphere. And that is my favorite place to be. That's all.
Sounds great. I love that to hear how hungry people are. It makes it so worth it. When you guys recap and tell me this, it makes it all worth it.
Yes, they
Makes
are.
all this
Very
worth
hungry. They
much
are
stress.
so hungry, but they're also supporting each other and learning from each other. We're all learning from each other. And yes, everybody is hungry for to be as much as much of who they can be, which is fantastic.
Mhm. Everybody wants to be a better version of themselves and they're seeking our help. And they don't even know where to start, but they're ready to go. So we're learning a lot right now. Beautiful. Thank you, Lynn, for sharing that. Deb, would you like to share?
I would love to share. I think that I really like what Annette said when she said used to it, in quotes, right? Like we get used to hiding and we get used to maybe not being our true authentic selves, right? And I think today that we learned that a lot of people are very comfortable with now, the ones that showed up today, that are very comfortable in letting it go, maybe to the point where they want a life by design, not by default, meaning that, they're ready to let go of the oscillation, the going back and forth through the same patterns all the time, and now want to level up and get to the next level, whatever that means for everyone, because we're not all going to be, what do I say, playing piano. Somebody's going to be playing a violin, and somebody's going to be playing a trumpet, and together we make a beautiful orchestra, right? And help one another out. I'm blessed by being here. And I think that now we are into the next phase of no longer wanting to hide our gifts. That's where I think we're at. I think it's a beautiful day.
Beautiful. Thank you, Deb. It's gonna be very interesting, the recap next month, because it's gonna be a kind of a crazy month. And you see how people are kind of calling into creativity and coming out and expressing themselves. I think it will be a whole different conversation next month after the situation at stake right now. But Juliana Rose, you're up next. Okay, recapping, what did you find with your customers today? Any common factors? Any key things?
Usually my plans change as soon as I come into this room. Just, something, a deeper seed gets, spinning out of control within me. And notes that I wrote down were just before I had a whole slew of new guides come in, I think maybe 20 minutes before this session. And that was because I was working, I was guided to do sun. That was the channeling today. I was guided to bring more light into people, to bring more joy. And I didn't really know why, I just went with it. And it was because I felt this compact constriction in the lower chakras, which were not allowing the heart chakra to express itself. Hence, oh my goodness, there was a big releases in the solar plexus and the sacral chakras down in the root. I felt some ancestral energies starting to move out. And not only that, but my centers were spinning so much more rapidly this time around, that I was speaking in different tonalities with any of my language. Any of my language that was coming out had a tone of galactic expression. And I've also been getting a ton of new remembrances of who I am, which affected also the group of who they were. And I could feel their energy, even though they were, didn't want to speak up because they didn't really know what they were feeling, right? So they were in a kind of like a new soup, a new ocean, so to speak. And I was just really guided towards the heart. Some people had very emotional experiences, and there was a lot of abusive patterns and programs ready to release. So I did a lot of that, and it just flew by so quickly that I just really had to be so incredibly present with it all. And my last session, thank you, Natasha Mckenzie, you're here. She opened up the experience to the third eye. And so we journeyed with the third eye, and she had a journey that she never experienced before, and she thought it was very unknown, and that was perfect. And so everything was perfectly guided, and people really enjoyed it. And by the end, people were smiling, and I got a lot of transformations and deep, deep roots happening, and lots of detox going to happen for the rest of the next part of the month before the next virtual fair.
What you're saying is that they were open to receive, that they were, that you kind of noticed that their lower chakras were closed and you wanted to open them up in order to get to the heart and so people to have more joy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, some people aren't always familiar with what I do, because I really go out there. And so it gave them an experience. Eugene's laughing. And, you know, I really gave them a taste of what it's like to just be open to the which is just, you know, open to just experiencing energy without having to have answers. Just live the experience. And that's the time that we're in right now.
So we'll, afterwards, we'll come back and get some feed suggestions from you and how you supported people with your findings. Right now, we're talking about our findings for the day to see what the common factors are. And up next is Raphael. And I think you're the last one. And then we'll open it up to some tips of how they could go to the next level of whatever we just talked about. What did you notice?
Before we hop to Raphael, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we should be able to remove the pin on the screen so that it goes.
I didn't know it. I'm sorry. Is it just you? Oh, shit.
Yep, just
Yeah,
This whole time?
yeah.
Oh my God. I thought I wasn't even looking. It should have been on gallery view, guys. Oh, goodness. Oh, Lord, that whole time? 30 minutes? Vicky, where are you? Vicky? You asleep?
I messaged him with no response.
I lose him at this time. Don't forget it's the next day. Sorry about that. I really thought everybody was on screen. All right. Damn, should have said something. Raphael, your recap, please.
Yeah, you know what? It's okay because there was a beautiful face to have on the screen. Beautiful energy. Thank you.
Oh.
So for me, it's a long, hard day, but I get so much joy and satisfaction when I channel a message or I tune into a heart thread message that somebody can repeat, like it comes right there in the moment. And even a few minutes can totally shift the person from a perspective into a whole different space. For me personally, what happens is I am in that vibration with my guides as one of them when I do that. And so it's so elevating to be able to serve, to give. It doesn't really matter because I can feel that energy received. I could see the shift in just that moment. The energy of being in the heart is such a gift. It's so golden. It's such a pure essence and vibration that when I relate to another person and I see them go into that space and I get that sense in my own being of these guides and angels around us through this color that shows up, I know that they're feeling it as well. And it just gives me so much joy that I can actually be in that space when I'm working with people. And a lot of all the sessions I did were like quick, mini, quickies. but they were powerful. And I think that I brought some benefit. Also, people have not heard of Shungite before. And I have the ability somehow through my passion with these things to bring in a vibration and an alternate assumption about things. Because my purpose and what is coming through is about creating the new earth and moving away from this old paradigm. So the shifting of our thinking and our belief systems is also part and parcel of this raising of our vibrations. So it always brings me gratitude to be able to be in that space because it enhances me at the same time as brings benefit to somebody else. So thank you so much for doing this.
You're so welcome. So you see, we get joy out of, our channeling and our healings too. And, to give is to receive, and to receive is to give.
There you go.
That's right. All right. So now that we did a recap basically of our feedback, what we experienced and our the emotional joys out of teaching today and what we learned. How did you help them get out of their way? How did you help them open up to be ready to allow the shift? How did you help them up level and not hide their gifts? How did you help them take back their life and not feel abandoned or being in pain? How did you help them speak their truth and open up to their heart? So now it's just going to be a little teaching because some people didn't join us today. And it gives you an opportunity to give people a little idea of what your gifts and how you help people today. And even an example, you can say, this is what I did to help. Just when Annette just gave us a little example of what it took for her to help her clients get unblocked in their heart. And she worked on the animal and the person together, just like Juliana did. Everyone did something. But it'd be really cool because I think, a lot of us are dealing with the heart. People are really trying to come into their truth, express themselves, open up their creativity and to breathe and to not feel stuck and somehow take their power back. And, when they open up their creativity, which is the second chakra, then you're going to manifest things and that's the money's going to flow. So if you can open up your creativity, that second chakra, that sacral chakra, everything is going to be in motion for you because you're going to be in your happy place. You're going to be in your joy. You're going to, that's your pleasure center. That's your reproductive area. That's your digestion. That's, you're getting out of your way of being in shame or getting out of your way of addictions. So your second chakra is really as big, so, when we open up that second chakra, that creativity, then you're in the flow. And that's kind of what I tell my clients is my belief system in the second chakra. So I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in that based on what I heard today. So now to tell us, how much time we have 35 minutes. We have 25 minutes. We're doing great on time. So we have enough for you guys to speak for, how many we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 of you guys. So about 3 or 4 minutes max, okay? For us to be done. I would say about 3 minutes. Okay, you guys want to do any kind of teaching right now? So anybody listening on YouTube or Facebook will understand how they can work with you and how they can find you. So give a little teaching tool of how you can get them unblocked or what you experienced it. Go ahead, Maya. We're going to just go back into the same. Go ahead.
Wow. So, yeah, again, today was really beautiful. Before one of the clients left after a session with me, there were 2 people, and one of them had left the room, and she paused and she told me, I just want to say thank you for what you did, because what you did just now is life-changing for her. I don't know if you realize that, but we've been working on this for XYZ, and this is something she really needed to know. And she wasn't open to it before, but hearing it directly from me through from Spirit was enough to shift and help her to make the changes she needed. So, gosh, I think that says it all. Honestly, it was a beautiful reminder of how important it is to involve Spirit in the things that we do and the changes that we make for ourselves. And so with what I do with my clients, I connect in with their divinity, with their divine essence, their creativity, their creative essence. And when we speak from that level, from that frequency, we can better see and perceive truth, divine truth. And then from that space, we can get out of our own way and clear those blockages, right? The confusion, the worry, the doubts, the parts of us that don't really want to make a change, to see what truly is in alignment with us. And then we can make life-changing decisions and get on track to what our soul and our essence really wants, and the capability that we truly have in this lifetime. Because I don't know if anyone ever feels like they want to just live a life that is unfulfilling or feels out of alignment. That just goes against our very nature, right? We want to be in alignment. Our soul yearns for it. So what I do in connecting in with Spirit to assist them in shifting, it's necessary. It's necessary. We all need it. We all need that. It's who we are. So we can't skip that. We can't skip that in our lives. So it was a really special moment today, and it was beautiful.
Nothing better when someone says it was life-changing, makes it so rewarding when we go to sleep that we change someone's life. And, who knows where they came from, and they would never find us before. Yes, who wants to go? Jean and Deborah raising their hands? Or are you waving to somebody?
I was waving goodbye and Deborah left.
Oh, is that what? Oh, okay, Deb left? Got it. I didn't know if she wanted to go next. Okay. Who would like to go next? Share about what you did to help support them? Go ahead, Raphael.
Hi. So yes, for me, the simple process of going into the heart, of changing location by putting your hands there and taking that breath, I noticed how immediately for so many, when I did the talk, and also when I did these many sessions, you can feel and see immediately what a difference it makes. And it's so simple. So in terms of teaching, for me, what a lesson. All you have to do is take a breath. And that means you're shifting your focus from the problem to the solution. And it's a universal truth that everybody who talks, who is a channel, is a guide, actually teaches through their very nature. So I've noticed when I was working with people, and I noticed it in the room when we did the process together, how immediate it is, that sense of that golden glow in the heart, opening up and expanding, and the softening. So it's so simple. And that's what I like. And in terms of teaching, well, if it's simple, it's going to work better. It's going to go direct. And we are definitely working with the heart more and more and more and more. So being able to go to the heart through one breath, I like the fact that it's simple. That's it. Thank you. Lovely to be with you guys again. If you need, also on Tuesday night, I do an evening every second Tuesday. I do a channeling evening. Meet the guides. We do a message and then answer questions. So I invite you to connect with me about that, and I'll send you my newsletter.
You guys can put anything you want into the chat. If you're going to put anything in the chat, make sure you put HTTP / and it will hyperlink it. If you don't put that, it's not going to hyperlink it. Just letting you know. It makes it easier for them to be able to hit on that. So Jean, do that again and put the HTTP, and you can just don't even put www. That's the only way it kind of works here on Zoom. So that way people could just snap and get right into it quicker for them. So Raphael, put in there your Tuesday night meditations, and everybody pretty much should have their information. Everything's on our website too, Healers Network Virtual Fair, and it also hyperlinks to their contacts. But if you have a special class.
What about the slants and the dots?
Yeah, you always have to put the HTT, everything that you need to do in order. Just you don't need to have the www.
What about the slants and the dots?
Yes, always. Yes. Yes, your slants and your dots. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So don't forget, you guys, when you come up to the stage, let us know if you have a class or a course, also how they can work with you. That way, we can help keep teaching them other than once a month. I know when Jen was here, she always has something on, 222. I'm sure she'll have something on 3-3 next month, and she'll have something on 4-4. So Jen loves to do events. So she's not with us now, but that was Jen earlier, and she does really great classes. So who's up next?
I'll go.
Go ahead, Lynn.
Well, it was interesting because I think there's a lot of people who don't really recognize how they speak and whether it makes a difference or not, But there was just one particular person tonight that was extraordinary. She said she saw something. She wanted to come because she saw that someone was going to do something about voice, and that she had been waiting for this for a long time, which I thought was interesting. She's waiting to find someone. I said, well, there's lots of people that do this. But she had gone to some vocal teachers, but it didn't work. Her sister was constantly telling her how stupid she was, constantly, and how she couldn't get anything done. I mean, she was constantly berating her. This young woman did confront her at one point, finally, and her sister denied it. So I started just doing some very strong breathing work with her and getting her to move her body in order to feel the sound in the body. It's the bioenergetics work. And she turned around. She confronted the person in herself that was acknowledging that this must be true. And she said that she was confronting something that she was working with and being with. And it was really wonderful to see her face. And she wants to work with me, which is wonderful. But it was really, she really had been carrying this load of junk, SHIT, around for so long. It was interfering, and she herself is on her second level Reiki, and she's a 2-2, and she's got all of the master numbers in her, because I always ask people about their numerology, and she's a powerhouse, and she's been sitting with this for her whole life. So that was very wonderful, very gratifying. And she was thrilled to have found this, to find you, to find the Healers Network. She never was there before. Yeah, it was a big deal. It was really a big deal. Because other people, you know, it was grounding someone, and other people's, I mean, everything was excellent, but this just was magnificent. Thank you.
You were the one she was waiting for, you know, and all it takes is one person. That's what we're here for.
Amazing. It was really amazing. Mhm.
And you got customers, you got new clients, yay.
I think I got a second one too tonight.
Great. Okay, who would like to go next?
I could go.
Go ahead, Avna.
Yes, so I had an amazing experience with everybody who came to see me. They all had an aha moment, and I was able to instantaneously shift and make them see some things, and you know, change the mindset. And they like went aha, and then shift them into, and they could see how it, like, totally everything just shifted for them. So the breakthroughs people had was powerful, which I always love when they have that, because that shifts how you think, and that shifts how everything in their life, you know, it's like them, that moment shifts into no more pain, no more trauma, and now I can be happy. So their choices shifts to be like, I can be happy. And doing that in the sacred space, I love that. So it felt sacred, so that was nice. That was biggest things that I could offer it to them, and I knew they could come back, you know. And I had one person who had come to me last month, and she chose again to come back to me, which was really nice, you know. So it's like, okay, it's good to have you back again. And then, you know, she's like, I want to see, and what you did last month for me was amazing. So the testimony she gave herself, you know, with when she came last month, and the work I did with her when she came into my private room, and that shifted things for her in that 1 month. And so she wanted another session, and she was like, whatever you said that time, it made a difference. And I was able to do that, and I shifted, and I could go out. She had social anxiety, and it was nice to know that, you know, in that 1 month, the change happened for the good. So I loved meeting and talking with Eugene and Deb. So that was nice. I had some time. So it was nice. I would love to connect more with the healers and know them as well. You know, and I hope we could do something just like for the healers, where we could be part of that instead of just for everybody. Because I would love to, you know, I missed everybody's main room in the playroom as I was helping others, but I would have loved to be in everybody's playroom and main room too.
Right. Well, we do give copies, you know, of all the recordings to all the speakers. However, we don't record all the playrooms. It's up to you guys to record your own playrooms to your own computer. It takes a lot to record it 9 hours to someone's computer, you know. I know Gene attempted it once, but he had a really fast computer. I don't know what he did, but he was able to download and upload it, you know. But you know, I feel like I'm missing out too in the playroom. That's why I jump around. So I want to hear a little bit of it. I complete fear of missing out in that room. And that's why when I go to sleep after at the end of the event, I recap and listen to the whole day and what did I miss? And I learned so much by listening to the main room. I can imagine the playroom. That would be something that would be nice to have it recorded though, because that's really good experiences and good video copy for you guys to use. But it's also very personal as well, because a lot of, you know, emotions get released in those rooms, in those back rooms, which is private. So yeah, yeah, a lot of great breakthroughs, help people be happy again, a lot of aha moments, gave them a sacred space, and you felt that you had a great connect, also felt great to connect with the other practitioners, and you want more of connections. And what you said something just now, it reminded me of why I do what I do. And, I also have a website called healers.network. And it's a one-stop shop for healing and clarity. It's basically where you can find us 24/7. And that's my next project that I need launching and I need help with, because, if people can't come to us other than once a month, they can go to the website and find you, and they can book sessions with you any place in the world. And we have calendars, we have payments, you can sell products, services, you can upload courses, and you can do treatments, you could do readings. So that's my next, it's been in the works and it's kind of sitting there. I just can't take on any much more in my life, but it's got to get done, because you just told me that, this is what people are need and what they're waiting for. And, why do they have to wait once a month to access our gifts and our skills?
Great idea.
Yeah, you guys can check it out, apply and see the process. Tell me where you get frustrated, and we need to get the ball rolling. We could be the new Airbnb for healers. That's my goal. Okay, who would like to go next?
Annette's raising her hand.
Jean.
Annette has raised her hand.
Okay, I'm back. I'm Annette Moore. I'm a self-love and love coach, and now a fur baby intuitive. So not only do I get the pleasure of working with women, if they have a pet, I can help their pet too. So I probably got to work with more people's pets in the fun room and in the private rooms than I did with humans. So it was so really cool to just see these transformations. Now, not everything happens in just one session, and we're doing it really, really fast. So I just want to give you some highlights. So everyone had a completely different challenge that they shared with me, and everyone released at least 3 trapped emotions. I think one person released 10. So let's see, here's some highlights. I had a cat release 5 inherited trapped emotions. So the owner was explaining to me some challenges in the pet. And I said, it sounds like it's an inherited trapped emotion. Is it okay if we test for this? And we did. And so it was getting towards the end of the time for our session to be released. So we released 5 inherited trapped emotions, and the cat kind of transformed before our own eyes. It got really cuddly and playful and loving. And it was a tissue moment. It was just so sweet to see that connection with the kitty. And so that was happy. That was a happy occasion to see. It seems like pain was a main theme for this fair for me. To experience, to help other people release some trapped emotions. I had one lady, she said she had hip pain, and it was a level, I'm looking here. Okay, I don't see her pain level number. We did focus and release 5 trapped emotions regarding her hip. Another person I worked with had neck pain, and her neck pain went down about 80% less. It started out as a pain level of 9 being high. And by the end of the session, we only released 3 trapped emotions. It went from a pain level of 9 to a pain level of a 2.5. So we didn't really have a whole lot of time, yet her number went down really, really fast. So kind of the moral of the story is, when the mind is willing, the body can heal itself, and then the heart smiles. So lots of pain was released when the trapped emotions were released. Someone even said, can you help me with my job? They were having stress in the job. And so I tested to see if there was any trapped emotions regarding her current job. And we found 7 trapped emotions regarding her current job, because she's needing to make some life decisions about her career. And she has some challenges with it. And so she got some recent trapped emotions, and some that were like all the way back to age 4. So we released those. Let's see, somebody else had a spine challenge, and we released 4 trapped emotions regarding a challenge in the spine. So I don't ask a whole lot of questions. Pretty much the less information you give me, the better, because it just makes it easier. Let me see if I have one more.
Annette, we need to close up the event in
Okay.
a few minutes. So yeah, we can't go through every single one. We have to still do a little bit close out. So,
That's it. Thank you.
okay, great. So, Annette, you can put any additional information in the chat of how they can work with you, because we want to kind of stay on schedule as we're wrapping up. I'm hungry and I have a little headache, and I'm sure you guys are tired too. So, who else didn't get a chance to close out? Go
I'd
ahead,
like-
Jean. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the speakers, being both in the playroom today and the room 2 for the booking was an absolute blessing. I got to speak with most of you, I believe, and it was an absolute blessing. I am developing currently, I consider myself an intuitive conversationalist, or conversationalist that's intuitive, however you want to say it. But I've been led to develop some lessons through the poetry that I write. I've already started, and I will be teaching several things, mainly with the heart senses and how to use them. I will also be working with how to use energy, how to see energy, how to feel energy, how to take that energy and combine it for manifestation. So this is something that I've been led to do. So I'll be doing it through the poetry, through the photography, and just wanted to share that with you. I did put my website out there. That is all I want to share, but I can't tell you how much it was such a blessing to talk with each and every one of you, especially when we had a moment or two while nobody was booking at the moment, but it was wonderful to meet you all. I hope, Sheri, that we work out something. Someday we can do an in-person gathering of all the speakers and healers. And I don't know how it will happen. I'm willing to assist, but I think we got to get everybody together physically now that we can take off our mask and see each other. So.
Well, I know one day we can all probably do a retreat together somewhere, and probably near Bhavna when she gets her house ready. I think we've talked about that. And yeah, this is, we've all learned how to work together, love each other. You understand how to use this process, learn how to put up with me and my little demands and my perfectionism. But, I'm here to help you be the best version of yourself. So it's all for the best and highest good for everyone that we serve. Yes, we would love to get together and hug each other in real life. Wouldn't that be nice?
Sheri, I moved into my house last Thursday.
Finally, right before you.
That sounds like a party to me.
Mhm.
Finally.
She's got a big party house, I heard. Big house.
It is.
Wait,
It's beautiful. I
got
love
a
it.
big house.
Big house. Okay. Anybody else didn't finish up? Last chance to do any call for actions or post it in the chat, because again, we are live on YouTube and Facebook. I'll do my little call to action. There you are, Vicky. Are you awake? We missed you. We had a 30-minute mess up. We had somebody pinned. You were sleeping. Anyways, just my little call to action is I am a healer. This is not my only job. I'm an in-person healer. I have a location in Dania Beach here in South Florida. And what I do is very, very transformational, and I love what I do. And I'm also an Airbnb experience host. And what my offering as a healer, which is sound healing, Reiki, access consciousness bars, pyramids, crystals, shamanic clearing, and now I have my new health blower. I combine it all for a multisensory experience. So when you have something and you put it together, Airbnb loves it as an experience. So I can teach you how you can bring it to the world, whether you want to do it in person or you want to create a virtual experience on their platform. I am an expert at that platform, and I'm pretty busy with them. I average almost one person a day through their platform, sometimes two or more. And it's nice to make some extra money and having them do the booking for you. That's why my platform is going to be similar, where everybody can go on and make bookings in the middle of the night, and you wake up and you have appointments. So that's my goal, is to help you guys make some money as well. We also have a clubhouse room every Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock, Healers Network. Come join us. No, I get it started, but you guys usually finish it. Jean will jump in and Kiana will jump in and Lynn will jump in and Juliana jumps in and everybody jumps in and gives a little input and we share and we help teach people in Clubhouse. If you've never done it, it's awesome. It's a social audio app. And sometimes it goes pretty late, so you can jump in anytime. I also run a 21-day abundance meditation challenge on WhatsApp. And the new group starts on Monday. It starts every Monday for free. It's a 21-day abundance meditation challenge. I am on group 98. That means I've done 98 groups in about 2 years. I did it when COVID came. And I guess, you know, by me still offering this, it helps me manifest on a daily basis because I'm constantly reminding them how to manifest. So I am a super manifester in human design, and it's pretty magic. You know, it's been a magical week where I've had people come out of the woodworks to help. I had this girl like who wanted to do some graphics for me. I had another girl who wanted to do a Facebook ad for me. I found Sadi who helped me with my landing pages. Like everything came together. There was a lot of people I had to teach this week, but we did it. We pulled it off. And, you know, there was problems with automation and a lot of stress, but there's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes, guys. So I appreciate all your help. I appreciate the volunteers. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Kiana. And thank you, Yael, who was here earlier. And we made it work. Guys, I can't do it without you. And next time, please invite other people. Let's have a couple of hundred people in the room. I think we did really good. We were quite busy all day long in all the rooms. The playroom was busy. The main room was busy all day long. I'd love to have more people. Just let's get the word out. Don't put it in your calendars for the 26th, which is the last Saturday of next month, and so on and so forth. So if you guys, yes.
You are amazing. I just wanted to say that I get tired thinking about how much you do. It's really extraordinary how much you pull together. And I would like to talk to you about the BIB. So
about the what?
But I just wanted to thank you and tell you that there's just an extraordinary energy in you, and your eyes are wonderful. That's all. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. I've been also doing cryotherapy too, so I think I look younger. Every month I'm looking younger. My face is getting chiseled. Honestly, I'm going backwards.
What kind of therapy is this?
Yeah, it works. It makes you tight. It works. Cryotherapy.
Chirotherapy.
Cryo. It's like yeah, it's like going into ice plunges, but the ice is coming onto my body. We're almost freezing my body. Like, so you kind of going like this, holding your breath while she's doing it, and no pain, no gain. Working on my tummy too. Changed my whole body, changed my everything in a matter of a few months. So it can get rid of inflammation. It can get rid of the extra neck. It can get rid of your big shoulders. It can get rid of, you know, it's amazing. Just think about why people jump in cold ice. So why do you do that? Because they're crazy. So thank you, everybody. If you found a lot of value today, please support this event. I do not charge anything to attend. I make it free, so it's accessible and affordable. And if you find value, I love donations, so I could pay for my team and my staff and all the expenses that come with it. I put in the chat how you can support us. The bit.ly is love donation, bit.ly/love donations. I make it real easy for you. You can also do Venmo at Sheri Kaplan -2. You can also Google, you could Zelle me, my phone 786-419-1389 at Sheri Kaplan. And you can also go to the website and link there. So I am tired. My throat is dry, and I think we're going to call it a night, guys. It's been a pleasure. It was a blast. We're going to, if anybody wants to stick around and talk to any of us, I'll hang out and chat with anybody. Like last time I was here talking to some of you, and then next thing you know, someone's taking their face off their camera, and I'm like, what? There's a person here. And then it ends up being Lacey, and I talked to her for another hour until what time in the morning. But
rest your throat.
Yeah, my throat is dry. I'm talking too much. But the day is over, and as soon as we get done, I'll get off the horse and ride again, and I'll make the next event for next month and do it one more time. So if you guys want to learn Airbnb, it's the second Tuesday of the month. So that's going to be, I think, on March 10th, and that's from noon until 1:30. March 8th. March 8th is Airbnb. Wait, second Tuesday. 14th. No. 8th, second on the 8th. Sorry, guys, I better put it in my calendar. I can teach you. A lot of us are getting approved. Rika just got approved. Julia got approved. Who else got approved? Annette, you're gonna do amazing. You're gonna be so busy on there, let me tell you. Bhavna, I want to see you doing it too. Juliana, I want you to jump on that already. You both are gonna be amazing. Kiana, I think you applied, right? You're waiting on your review, and Maya,
Fine.
yeah, got yours in. Awesome.
This
All
is
right,
for the
guys.
Airbnb.
Airbnb, yeah, I can teach you how to
Okay.
do an experience.
Now
there.
that my retreat is done, I'll do it tomorrow.
Good, okay.
Thank you.
All right,
Grass growing under her feet, that's for sure. Sorry.
she's yeah, she's like me. We just keep going. We got so much going on.
Well,
But I
I
think-
just wanted to say to Maya, when you were doing your light language, when I first came into the main room, that's when I recognized you. I didn't know the face, but I knew the voice. And then when you did the light language, it's like, oh, I remember now who this is. So it's really been a pleasure putting faces to names and names to faces. Annette, with you and the Facebook thing, congratulations again, by the way. Yeah, it was really great putting these names and faces together. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, whether it's from Clubhouse or just being friends on Facebook, you don't even know who each other is. Kiana doesn't do Facebook, and Maya doesn't do Facebook, but you talk to each other in Clubhouse. So I think what I probably will start doing is once a month doing a Zoom gathering again, like we used to do for Healers Network, so we can have a once a month gathering and we can see each other and put our faces together.
I do have a quick question, Sheri, for you on Clubhouse. As members of the Healers Network, are we allowed to open a room of our own within there for teaching purposes or stuff
Yep.
like that?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yep. That's the benefit of, yeah, we're up to 2,700 members. We're actually growing at about 100 members a week somehow.
Well, I have
Sheri,
a lot of people were supposed to come in here. I invited 10. They all said they would come, but I didn't see anybody. So,
Well, if every one of us can get 10 of our customers or clients or potentials, I think we'll do excellent next month. Everyone could focus on that. Healers Network is a Healers Network virtual fair. See? It's right there in my name, Healers Network Virtual Fair.
Sheri,
Also-
I just
There.
wanted to say how I've seen from the first one that you ever did to where you are today, and the diversity of the presenters is amazing. I was the one that had my cat that bit, and my cat went to sleep on my lap, and we went back and we did some inherited traits that my cat had, and shifted, which was amazing. You also know that when I worked with Kiana, I won the prize, which I so deserved. I just came on at that time and won it. I was like, she's perfect for me. No one
Yes.
else talks about, oh my God, I have a problem with my bowels and I can't control them. And I've never heard anyone else complain about it as being a problem. And she came on and I resonated really well with her. And I'm like, just the amount of great healers you have now, the diversity and the experiences that they have is really amazing. And it's really grown into a really powerful event. And I just want to congratulate you on doing such a wonderful job. And it's so professional now. Everything's run smoothly and it's amazing. So I got a lot out of it today and I wanted to say thank you.
Great. I can't wait for you to be one of us on the stage, okay? It's been too
It'll
many
happen.
years of you asking for help to get out of your way.
It'll happen.
It'll happen. It'll happen one day. I challenge you. I challenge you.
I just wanted to say real quick to all the friends on Clubhouse, you could help Sheri grow the Healers Network Club to 3,000 this week if you go into the club and invite your friends as members. So let's get those invitations sent out, folks. Let's get to 3,000.
Yeah, I just made 1,000 on YouTube this week, finally. Finally. Now I can, yeah, that was big. Finally made
Okay,
my
I have to say, Annette, I love the little signs. Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's like, going to a Tony Robbins thing. You hold it up like, yay!
She did that in the playroom and
You know.
people really liked it.
Yeah, like,
They
give me
really
a
did.
heart, give me a heart. Oh.
A little bit of positivity goes a long way.
I was like, do I get the cards like the cat does?
I'm gonna make extra for Nicole next time.
But you're
Tiana,
I want to say good night to everyone. And Sheri, thank you again. It's really extraordinary what you're doing.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I'm really grateful to be a part of it. And
Thank
Jean,
you.
good night.
good night.
Good night.
Kiana, I was going to say to you, it's wonderful. I meant to say that earlier. I've been in a couple rooms with you, and your voice matches your face. I don't know if that's really weird, but
Or smile.
yeah, and your smile is right there. That's wonderful.
Your voice matches.
Thank you so much. It's been great meeting everybody again. I loved all the people that I met last time, and I loved all the people that I got to see face to face this time as well.
And I want to throw out there too, Eugene, it was so good to connect with you here. It's really fun to see our Clubhouse folks in person on Zoom. So that's lovely. I'm really glad that we connected. Thank you. It was great to talk with you. And I'm looking forward to getting to know each of you better, being more involved with the groups that we have here. So, and I also wanted to share an event that I'm doing March 1st through March 7th. It's 7 days of creative freedom, a 7-day energy clearing for corporate creatives or for artists, musicians, etc., who are needing to clear the creative blockages, and perhaps their blockages are preventing, are affecting their finances or their ability to manifest, or just their ability to be creative at all. So it's 7 days of energy clearing. We're starting from the root all the way up to your creative vessel, which is your crown. And I've done it before, and it was such an incredible time with the group. Everybody had an amazing experience, and left the 7 days renewed, rebirthed, and having a lot more awareness of their energetic abilities with their creativity. So I'm going to post information on my Instagram at Maya the Divine Witness if you're interested in joining us this time, March 1st and March 7th. And also check out my website, mayathedivinewitness.com, where I have a program called Artist Live. It's a 2-month program. We meet twice a week, and I take you through the transformation to being the artist that your soul desires you to be. So just wanted to share that out there too. And today was such a great day, and it was so fun to connect with everybody. It's truly a blessing. Everybody here is special and amazing. The creators, the hosts, the visitors who came. It was just a beautiful event. And Sheri, you're absolutely amazing. I'm so impressed by what you do and just the person that you are. So thank you so much. Thank you.
It's my calling. That's why I'm here. Sheri the connector. Sharing Sheri. And that the animal lover, animal intuitive, usually your name has to do with what you do some way. No. Okay, guys, everyone, we're ready to say goodnight. We can stay on. I just want to kill the live. So anyone's in Facebook land, YouTube, bye-bye. Thank you for joining us. Why don't we wave, say a wave like the Brady Bunch. Hey. Thank you. Oh, there's Vicky. Thank you. He woke up. Thank you, Vicky, for running the back end. Awesome. He's been with me, oh God, since like, I don't know how long, over a year and a half. Could not have done it without him. And so thank you, Vicky. If anybody needs his help as a Zoom engineer, he also does video editing and things like that. So he's very much available for you guys. So I'm just going to stop the feed. Thank you, everyone. Go to Healers Network Virtual Fair to support us and to see what's going to happen next month. And we'll see you guys soon. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Sheri. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're not closing. We're just ending the live. So bye-bye.
Yeah.
I'm going to check on my daughter real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm
we're
gonna
done.
head out.
All right.
My body just like zonked.
So I'm gonna go